CHÅLOFA, what's up? This is the Islanders View podcast with the Backyard Convos. We're experiencing the backyard conversation of Islanders. It's your boy JC, B.
How's it?
And the Uso Jr.
How's it, everybody?
We're just talking about worldviews, life experiences, culture, sports. You know, we're just chilling, kicking back, speaking our minds. Yeah, you're about to go into a mind of an Islander right about now. CHOLOFA, everybody.
What's going on?
Family? CHOLOFA family, welcome to session number 58.
58.
Wow.
Session number 58. Man, we are
About to pop that bat.
almost.
We're almost there.
Like 40, 42 more?
Halfway there.
Halfway there. Hey, man. Hey, family, welcome to the show. Welcome to session number 58. Welcome to the Islanders View. Welcome to the family. And if you're new to the family, please subscribe to our channel. Please show your boys some love and subscribe. But most of all, please share the love, because that's what we do here at the Islanders View. We share the love.
Yes,
What
sir.
is going down, boys?
What's up?
What's up? What's going on?
Excited for being on here.
It's not,
You didn't sound excited.
didn't sound excited. That face.
That's my excited face.
So excited.
So excited!
Anytime I hear that song, I think of when Jesse was on Adderall on Saved by the Bell. Am I
Really?
dating myself?
I don't know if I remember that.
Yeah, she.
I
she
mean,
was
I
like-
remember.
Jesse
I remember the
Spano?
show. I remember
Jesse
the
Spano.
show. I just don't. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's right.
Any.
She sang that song right when she was on that Adderall.
Yeah, she was studying for a test or something like
Yeah.
that.
You know,
Wow, look at you guys dating yourselves.
I know.
I like to date myself.
I saw something. Someone was like, "When were you born?" I said 1986, and she was like, "Oh, late 1900s." Huh? I was like, "Why you
At
want
least
to
it's
do that
not
to me?"
the mid 1900s, you know.
Why you-
Oh man, that's funny.
I think
Hey, but how's y'all's week, man? How's y'all's week? How's it hanging?
it's good. It's
Good?
good. Great week. Yeah.
Awesome. How's everybody's week out there? Please
Hey.
join us and chat with us. You guys can chat with us. If you
Jump
guys want
on.
to join us, yeah, you can jump on. If you guys want to join us live, you can click on the link in the description of YouTube or Facebook. You guys can
Join the
us live.
conversation.
If you're joining us on Facebook, please go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel.
Dude,
But-
come inside our backyard.
Yeah, come into our backyard, have some backyard conversations. You know how we do it. You guys know how we do it here at the Islanders View. But let's get session number 58 going.
Let's
We
go.
do have a guest, a very special guest for you
Yes,
guys.
yes.
Yeah.
So excited
Yeah.
for this one. Excited.
So excited. And I
let's see
just
that
can't
face. Let's see that
hide
face, Junior.
it.
So excited.
But please welcome the creator of Vasa Island Apparel. The man's name is Irae Hosea. Please welcome to the
Irae.
show, session number 58. What's going on, brother? Welcome to the show, my friend.
Hello,
brother.
what's happening, man? Hey, nice
Hey.
to
Alofa.
Alofa,
so
bro.
thank you for copying that, man.
Man, hey, I'm so excited to have you on here, Irae, a fellow Samoan on here. Now there's two of us, against these two Chamorros.
Well, what are you saying, bro? What are you saying? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa,
Good,
I never knew
I got,
you felt this
I
way.
got, I got my backup now. But, I feel like this is a week of Samoa, with Chanel.
Hey!
Chanel making the semifinals. Shout out
Yeah,
to
she
Chanel.
is. Shout out to Tanel.
Representing American Samoa, representing all
Yeah,
the
she is.
Islanders, of
Representing
course.
all the
She's
islands.
all
She
the
did make-
Islanders. Yep.
She did make a post, a video post. So to all the Islanders out there, all the Micronesian, Polynesians,
Yeah.
everyone, Hawaiian, everybody, all the islands, man, just vote for her. She's the only
Vote
one
for
left.
her.
She's the only one left. Show her some love and support.
So this is
To
the
our
week
sister.
the week for Samoa. So that's why we have
Yeah,
a
you're right.
Samoan
You're
guest
right.
in here.
And a lot of them probably thinking like, what are you talking about? We're talking about the American Song Contest.
Yes.
Because to be honest, I didn't know about it until they told me about Jason J, who was
And-
our special guest last week.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, hey, you guys,
So welcome,
you guys
brother.
can vote for you. I think you can do like 10 votes for her. I think it's up to like 30 now or whatever. Whatever you guys can vote for her, like you can give 10 votes to her on each platform. So like
Yep.
if you use TikTok, you can give her 10 votes, all that good stuff. There's TikTok, NBC app, and the NBC website. So
Okay.
They
Go
should
vote
make
for
one for
Tanel.
the next American designer.
Yeah,
Right.
you can vote. You can vote for by yourself, and then you can vote for like all your 10 kids if they all have their own accounts.
Hey, but Irae, it's Irae. Everybody, if you guys see his name, it's not Irae, it's not Irie, it's Irae.
You feel
Like
me?
the bread.
Rye bread with an E in front of it.
What's going on, bro? Hey, welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the
much,
family,
man.
bro. Thank you for
Having me,
joining
man.
us. How you doing, bro? I know you're in Cali, right? Cali.
Yes, sir. Modesto, California.
Modesto.
Nice. What time is it over there right now?
It's 8.
It's 8, so they're 2 hours behind. For those that don't know Central Time on the different time zones, just putting it out there.
Just different time zones. Why can't we be like China and just have one time zone?
Right?
Is that true?
Yeah. The whole country of China. The whole country of China is just one time zone. Because they're like, we're not gonna listen to you, the international time zone. You ain't gonna tell us how to do anything.
If the trains run on time, then do it.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Like, hey, it is what it is. But I guess because all the nighttime, daytime, everyone's getting scared.
Yeah.
They say it's noon, but it's really dark out here.
Yeah. It's time for school and sun hasn't come up yet.
Yeah. Hey, but before we get to know our brother Irae, you guys know how we do it here at the Islanders View. We do our beverage highlight, baby. What you got, B? What you got today?
Something
look like you got something good. Look like you got something good.
American Solera Terpy Citra. It's a double IPA.
Sounds bougie.
It's an 8-pointer.
Terpy
8-pointer.
Yeah,
oh, man.
It smells squid.
It's an IPA.
It's an IPA. It's an IPA.
Double IPA. It's an IPA. Ooh, that looks
good.
What
kind of hints of flavor are you getting right now?
I saw some dude that he looks at he smells and reviews beers. He goes like this. He goes, I smell Citra. Hints of IPAs. His whole nose is in there. Honestly, man.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he sticks his whole nose in there. He like smells it. And he goes, there's a bit of a mango. I'm like, dude, what the heck, man? You must have a crazy nose.
Dip your pinky in there like it's cocaine or something. It's black.
Yeah, he's like,
yeah.
Nice. I'm jealous.
It's a good beer, man.
Rub your gums. Rub your gums with it.
Nice.
Oh, Junior, sound like you know what you're talking about, man.
Right? Me, I watch a lot of TV.
What you got, Junior? What you got today?
Me, I'm still drinking the leftovers from Easter. Still drinking the Michelob Ultra from Easter's.
Hey, that's what Islanders do, though.
Yep, we just keep drinking the same beer, and then let me smell my beer and tell you what I got. I smell
Dasani water.
I smell bad decisions and morning regrets and bad decisions. That's what I smell.
Hey, I like those Michelob Ultra commercials though, brother. They be hiking, running.
Hey, I know they make it seem like, hey, this is for fitness, guys.
Yeah,
right.
If you want to stay fit, come and get some Michelob Ultra with their banners and their slow motion runs.
Maybe I can be a spokesman for that.
Who?
Me?
You? Oh yeah, you sure can. Yeah, on the rower, bro. Be on the rower with your helmet full of beer.
Hell yeah.
Hey, but your boy JC is gonna be drinking on some. I'm still saying with the seltzer because you guys know I'm trying to cut down.
Yeah.
Ranch water. This one is from Carbach Brewing Company though. I never knew they made it, and it's a watermelon flavor.
So different breweries make ranch water.
Yeah, bro. That's what I said when I was I actually got that from a gas station. I was like, damn, I never seen that. Because I know Bud Light makes their own. Corona's making their own.
Yeah.
Dos Equis makes their own ranch water. And now Carbot came up with their own. So
Carbot said we're gonna jump on the train.
Hell yeah. That fitness train. You know what I'm saying? Michelob Ultra is taking all the credit for fitness. They had to make their own.
Ranch water?
Ranch water.
That's what they call it, ranch water, but it's really a seltzer, like a Truly. For those who don't know, that aren't into the Truly world yet.
Wait, so that's what they call it instead of a seltzer? They call it ranch water?
Well, yep. They say ranch water, but it has hard seltzer on the bottom. Oh. But yeah, see that? Ranch water.
I guess just Texas. Texas is called ranch water.
Yeah, right.
I was trying to be different, Texas.
Oh, man. Ira, what you got, brother? What you got with us today?
Oh, man, we got a hood favorite out here in California. You feel me? Hennessy privilege.
Ooh.
Also known as the Heen. You know, Heen out here.
And with the Henny.
Anything.
With the Henny. Man, way to shut us down.
Yeah.
He shut us down with a Henny.
And you got the red Solo cup.
Privilege, man. It's a privilege to be here, man. You know, I had to get it.
Hey, brother. Hey, thanks for joining us, man. Welcome to session number 58. Everybody that's just joining us, thank you for joining us. If you guys want to pop on live, please click in the link in the description of YouTube or Facebook. And if you're joining us on Facebook, please come to YouTube and subscribe to our channel. But this is to session number 58, everyone. Cheers. Cholofa. Cheers. One love and God bless to you all. We love you guys. Yeah. Ching, ching. Let's go. Ching, ching. Hey, this is actually pretty good. And actually, this is a watermelon flavored one. So it's actually pretty good.
You like the watermelon?
Watermelon.
Watermelon. The watermelon.
Ranch water.
Ranch water, man. Ranch
Texas is something else.
Hey, that's what Texas do that. They make their own stuff.
It's like being in another country.
Yeah, exactly.
It basically is.
Yo, it was so dope to be out there, man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, everyone's moving out here. You might as well just go on.
I know, bro. Everyone from California, you know.
Yo, man, I had a friend from college who lived in San Antonio. He saw that we was driving through El Paso. He's like, "Oh, you should have let me know you was in El Paso. I would have drove out." I was like, "Bro, I'm in San Antonio. I'm in your city. Pull up." He came to the event like 30 minutes later. I was like, "Dude, Texas is cool, man." Well, I don't like the access road.
What?
Yeah, usually anyone that comes from the West Coast doesn't like the access road.
Yeah,
that was hella annoying.
Usually, because I came from Washington State, so did B, and like, yeah, I was kind of like that. Kind of hit me for like a new one. Like when I saw the access road, I was like, "What is that? What does that even mean?" What is this? Like, what is it giving me access to?
The freeway. You're almost on the freeway, but stay on the access.
Why am I going on the freeway back to the access road? I could have been there the whole time. What you mean?
Right? Exactly.
You know what I like though is I like the turnarounds. That's what I love when I came to Texas because I always miss exits. I'm like,
yeah,
I can just do a turnaround.
Yeah, but the
I love the turnarounds.
Is like when it takes forever to get to the next turnaround though, and you're on the access road forever, you're like, dude, where's the next one? I need to turn around like right now.
There must have been the California guy. The California guy designed that freeway.
Man, hey, me and my brother was clowning, man. We was like, I feel like all the engineers that got fired from California moved to Texas.
Hey, man. Everyone's moving from California thinking they're going to come over here and change the ways. No, man. No. Well, that's why, the housing market shot up. Everybody's coming in from California. Thank you very much.
Out there.
Yeah.
No, this housing market.
But, you know, speaking of coming from California, our brother Irae came from California, came down for the Aloha Fest this year.
Yep.
What? So tell us about that, bro. How did you end up hearing about the Aloha Fest and what brought you down here?
Man, I've been trying to hit like more events, pop-ups, markets in general with the Vasa brand. You know what I mean? So I started looking up out of state, like Hawaii festival events, Pacific Islander festivals. And I signed up for like each one I saw on Google. The bad thing was like they all hit me back and they were like, "Yo, you can come," and I was like, "Oh shoot, I got Nancy Laney gave me the email, gave me a call, said we'd love to have you. Yeah, I looked to my brother who was like sitting right next to me. I was like, "Hey, what's up, Texas?" He was like, "Never been." I was like, "Let's go."
Yeah, nice. That's the way to do it.
And you guys just carpooled down here?
Yeah, it was a 27-hour drive, man. We all switched.
Man,
we was drinking pH water the whole time. You know what I mean? That was super crazy, man. I'm glad my brother and my cousins was down for the trip because, it was just super random.
Man, we got
hours.
Yeah, we should do that. We should take our podcast on the road, JC B.
Well, hey, check it out. I mean, I'm down for that, but I did drive. I did two trips from Washington to Texas. I did it twice.
Oh wow!
So I feel his pain. That's why I'm like, dude, I'm coming from Washington, so I'm like 6 hours, a little bit more from his 27. But
it's always a competition with you, huh, JC?
No, I'm just saying. Another 6 hours is like crazy, bro.
Well, I did it on a bicycle.
It was a funny thing. We was actually in reverse.
You're in reverse.
Where in Washington did you live?
I lived really like everywhere in Washington. So I lived in Marysville, Tacoma, Lakewood, Federal Way. I don't know.
Fetty Way.
Yeah, Fetty Way. Yep. I lived all over there. I was there for like 6 years.
Yeah, but not a Seahawk fan.
Never,
right?
ever.
You're blazing your 49ers up there.
Yeah. Hey, but
doing, Junior?
What did you say, B?
So how's your team doing, Junior?
Ever since 1985, my heart's been broken. So I have a long time to cherish this pain.
That's funny.
Oh, who's your team?
The Bears.
The Bears.
So we had one great year.
Right. Hey, how long you been in Cali?
Man, I grew up out here, born and raised out here. Family started out in the Bay. Everybody moved to Modesto. And went to high school out here. Then I spent a lot of time up there in Portland. Nice. 10 years before 2020 happened and the world went crazy.
It just went wow. So you lived in Portland for 10 years and then just moved back down to Cali?
Yeah. In 2020, man, it was a bunch of family stuff happened, brought me back home. That's when I started taking the brand like a lot more seriously. And then we started popping off from there. And
all right. So when you said more seriously, were you just dabbling in it or like just making shirts for your own self, or like how did it just pop off?
Oh man, hopefully my big Uso don't get at me. But Brad, so I was working up in Portland, corporate security during the day, and then at night was bouncing at the nightclubs. And I got a lot of love from my Usos up there, man. My Tongans, Hawaiian, Samoans that put me on game up there, man. It's a group called Top Flight. Big Uso team, son, man. Swear, bro. Top Flight. I mean, Friday was the first movie he watched when he came to America. And Top Flight Security of the World, bro. Watched that movie, ran with it. He played the cards that every Samoan is dealt. You big, play football, be a bouncer. But he actually made his own security company out there.
Nice.
And, he got a lot of young Islanders under his wing. Instead of making trouble at the club, he was like, "Hey, why don't y'all work for me? Make this easy money at the door, and y'all don't fuck up my money." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
and this was in California?
Nah, this was up in Portland, man.
Oh, okay.
I went to college to a little D3 school up in Pacific University in Forest Grove.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, super small school, man. But
yeah.
Are you familiar, Junior?
Yeah, actually, I got a scholarship for Pacific to play football too back in '92.
Hey.
But I couldn't take the scholarship because I had to stay home and go to work and help pay the bills with my parents. So, but yeah, Pacific University. Yeah, that was like my first school that recruited me. Actually, the only school.
Hey.
But hey, I was just happy to even be recruited by one school.
Exactly. As long as somebody recruited you, that's dope. That's dope.
But yeah, man. So the reason why I wanted to start the clothing line, bro, is just because I worked the door at the clubs, and I see a lot of these hustlers come through the club. You know what I mean, with their own clothing brands, their own food trucks, their own businesses. And like I'm the worst employee, bro, because like I was just trying to get game from all those people and like not do my job. You know what I mean? A fight would probably be happening, but I was like, hey, bro, it's a dope jacket. How did you get that fee? You know what I mean? Like the radio's probably going off, like, hey, there's a fight in the back. There's a fight in the back. I'm worried about how this guy got his, you know what I mean, this dope bomber jacket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's you know what I mean, they put my game about that. I started reaching out to a bunch of people just through IG. And then there's one dude, I think his name's Will Anderson, out here in the Bay Area. He has this drink called Oos Juice. I don't know if y'all ever heard of it.
Oh wow, sounds cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's
like a drink or like an alcoholic beverage.
It's a drink, man. It's like an energy drink. But it's a taro twist. It's like body armor. That's what it tastes like.
Oh wow.
Right. It was a really good drink, man. I hope it gets popping, bro, because COVID kind of impacted a lot of events that he was hitting up, man. But I hit him up on IG, and I was like, hey, man, how do you start a little clothing line? I need some help, bro. I'm trying to find some inspiration. And he was like, bet, I'm going to make a video. He made a video, 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. And he was like, all right, Deuce, now you got no excuse. And I was like, oh.
Damn.
Bet. You know what I mean? I hear the game. I got to run with it. And so, you know what I mean? While I was at my corporate security job, and I was supposed to be watching screens and making rounds, I was on my laptop on Adobe Illustrator, like redoing all these designs behind me. And yeah, so much probably went down that I was not aware of. Now that I think about it, but my designs came out cool though.
Yeah,
I really like them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're nice.
But yeah, so what is it? So yeah, it was just something I was doing on the side when I was up there. But then some family emergencies that brought me back home. And that, like, summer of 2020 was a real downtime for me. It was a downtime for the whole world. A lot of people was going through it, you know what I mean? But I had just started the brand that year, and I was close to be like, man, like I got to go find a job. You know what I mean? It's COVID. We all got to get some money somehow right now. Mm-hmm. And it was that summer, man. Like I printed a lot of shirts right here in my garage, or my brother and my parents' garage. And yeah, man, I got hella support from my family, bro. All my cousins, all the boys, the girls, like they came, they bought their family shirts, they brought their friends to the house. Everybody got hella gear. And it was like that's what gave me all the confidence in the world. You know what I mean? Like nobody can tell me shit now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My family had my back from the get. They made me feel like I could do it. You know what I mean? And so, you know, they always reminded me to put God first and everything. You feel me? So, like that is what kind of galvanized my hustle with the brand. Is that you know, my family gave me so much love, told me I could do it. They you know what I mean? They made it a good business move to bring everybody here to cop their merch. And yeah, I was just trapping out the garage with hella shirts. And that's when I had the idea to take it on the road. You know what I mean? And that's how we ended up in Texas.
That's awesome.
So when did the brand start?
The end of 2019.
Oh, nice.
Granted, I've been sitting on all of the designs since like 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just I've seen a lot of other brands like there was Law of Attraction clothing. There's Tatel brand. I think Tatel brand's still active. Hawaii's Finest is a brand I look up to because they're like the Calvin Klein of Hawaii. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you know, if you're trying to make a brand in Hawaii, that's very hard to do. It's almost like I think it's almost like Crowns on Guam, because on Guam it's Crowns. Like right now it's Crowns. So yeah.
Hell yeah, I gotta research that brand, man. It's a lot of what I've been doing lately, man. Just trying to look at all the Islander brands and see how to pull inspiration from it, and you know what I mean, represent all the island languages and cultures accurately and responsibly. You feel me?
Yeah. 100%.
Awesome.
So So Levasa, is it Levasa?
Yep,
Levasa. Levasa. So why that name? What does that mean?
So the way my dad told me is that y'all watch that Disney movie Moana?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like Moana means deep ocean. Levasa means the wide ocean that was navigated to reach all the islands. The idea behind that is that I don't, just because I'm Samoan, I don't want this brand to just be a Samoan brand. I eventually want to reach out to islanders in from every island, from every culture, to create designs, to create apparel representing that culture. You know what I mean?
100%.
That's definitely what I like. What I want to. That's definitely what I'm moving towards. That's my vision for the brand. I want to be an art house for the whole South Pacific. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
But yeah, so that's why it's Vasa. You know what I mean? It's all the islands in the South Pacific. It's not just going to be
right.
That's awesome, bro.
Everybody in the ocean.
That's awesome because I mean, just kind of like if you look at us, how we're creating the Islanders View podcast, how we're creating Cholofa. Cholofa is kind of our saying, our greeting.
Amen,
bro. Our brand, right? Everyone asks, like, what does Cholofa mean? You know, we just took everything from the Chihu to Aloha to Talofa to Hafade, and we just smashed it all together, and we came up with Cholofa, right? So, and it's coming back from, it's going back to what you said. It's like we don't want to make this. We want to make this about all the islands. You know what I mean? Bring everybody together because, like I say, man, we're stronger together. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. We stay together. Nothing can break us. You know what I'm saying?
This Tongan professor from back in the day, he was like, "Judge us not by the smallness of our islands, but the vastness of our oceans."
Ooh, I like that. That's nice.
Yeah, that's the bar.
Yep.
That's the bar.
That's awesome. I know when I ran into you over there at the Aloha Fest, and then we got to talking. I mean, I really just admired your brand and in the vision, and then that you're representing all the islands, and that we had such similar tastes. I was just like, man, this is someone I really want to get connected with. So very truly blessed that we got connected with you and having you on as a guest today too.
100%.
So. Amen. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me, man. Thank you so much for copping the shirt too.
Oh yeah.
Check it out, chunky style.
Wahoo.
This is the Wahoo brand in Samoa.
Nobody better to wear that one.
And then the shirt that Irae is wearing right now, my wife got that shirt, the Sasa shirt, because that's what she used to always tell our son, Sasa.
Oh man.
So is there two different meanings to, like, okay, so like I know Chamoju Sasa for a different meaning. What's
spanked and all that. Sasa's getting like spanked.
That's what it means in Samoan?
Yeah.
Okay. I was looking at that shirt, I think on your IG, and I was like, man, because I saw it looks like NASA, right?
Yeah.
I had to zoom in.
Yeah. That's the one Bella got that shirt, and she thought she got a kick out of it because my wife is Chamorro, but when she got married to me, she's already learning the Samoan words with from my parents and my brothers and sisters telling her, and then she learned that Sasa word. That's all she used to tell our son. You're gonna get Sasa. You'll get Sasa right now.
man, what's so funny about that design, like in particular, man, is that I love seeing people's reaction to it. Because like they'll see the belt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, you should have seen the slipper. I was like, look.
Yeah.
Look, be like Rafiki and look hard.
Yeah.
Look hard.
It is there.
You feel me? But hey,
yeah, it was so cool when he broke it down. Yeah.
Somebody, I forgot his name, but from the Siva Ori.
They think it's Orion's belt.
Somebody was saying that, oh, you should put a water hose on there. I was like, dude, I'm sorry that happened to you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Water hose, yeah.
Damn, bro.
Everybody's gonna comment now. Oh, let me tell you about. You know what?
Hey.
Electrical cord. You should put electrical cord.
Hey, for real. Like, hey, to all our listeners and viewers, let us know. How'd you get it? How did you get it when you messed up? When you messed up,
for Sasa,
what did your parents do to you?
Man, do a Sasa Part 2 shirt.
I always wanted I've always wanted to write. Well, I guess I don't know if it'd be called an anthology or write like a collection of stories. I met this dude when I was in high school, bro. He was we was all trading stories of how we got our ass whipped when we fucked up.
Yeah.
Sorry, can we cuss?
Yeah,
you can. Man. Hey,
yeah.
This is uncensored, bro.
Only after 8.
Yeah. No, so he was saying that,
you can cuss.
He was saying somebody needs to make like a little collection of stories called Mamas and Their Spoons.
Yeah.
There's gonna be different ways that people got disciplined, what they got disciplined with, and what they learned from it. You know what I mean? And I was like, bro, that's dope.
That would be good. I'd read that. I would read that.
You know,
you'll find some similarities in different cultures, like how a lot of people will get whooped the same, but then you also find some subtle differences, like, oh no, I never experienced that before. You know.
Well, the only difference would be like, the slipper would be bigger than the other one. Because Junior's slipper is bigger than my slipper.
I heard someone say that the way they got disciplined was their mom would take uncooked rice and put it on the floor, and they'll have to kneel on it.
Oh yeah.
I want to honestly say that I think that's in the Philippines, bro. Or I know it's an Asian thing. Maybe
it's probably an Asian thing.
I think it's an Asian thing.
I know my
wife's family.
My wife's family, my wife's auntie used to take
Can
rice
I cook
and
it
just
first?
throw it on the. Used to take rice and throw it on the ground and tell them they had to pick up all the rice by hand.
Oh, that's the worst 52 pickup I ever did. Is it 52, 54? How many cards is there in the deck?
52.
I'm just thinking that's a waste of rice. What?
That's a Samoan answer right there.
For real, right? Whoa, we like rice
do that now, bro.
How about this? Throw some nails on the ground. Throw those in the ground and I'm never fucking
save the rice.
Throw some little screws down there.
Yeah,
save the rice.
Kneel on that shit. See if you ever not leave the chicken out again. Yeah, bet.
Right. Hey, to all our listeners and viewers, this is session number 58. We have our brother from Vasa Island Apparel. Yeah. If you guys are new to the show, please subscribe to our channel. If you guys want to join us live, please click on the link in the description of YouTube or Facebook. And if you're on Facebook, please come to YouTube and subscribe to our channel. Show your boys some love. Welcome to the show. And join us live. Ask questions. Ask us questions. Ask Irae some questions. Doesn't matter. Just join the conversation. Join our backyard conversation. Hey, but going back to coming to Texas, how was that? Was it a culture shock to you?
Man, no,
I don't want to really say culture, but like, did you do any festivals in California before you came down here?
I just did a bunch of pop-up events with some nonprofits in the Bay, some markets and stuff. That was really the first festival in general that I did. Yeah, really the first bigger event. But yeah, man, I wish we had more time. I definitely got to spend more time out there whenever I do hit up another event because, man, we got there at Saturday, the first day. That Saturday morning, we got there at 4 a.m. and we had to start setting up as vendors at 7:30.
Oh wow!
So we found a hotel, we took a shower, took a nap, and went straight to the venue. Start setting up.
Setting up. Wow.
Yeah. So that first day we was there, we was running off pH water and no sleep.
pH water. You gotta tell our listeners and viewers what that is, bro. What is pH water?
Man. pH water, man. It does the body good, man. My cousin Matt, he was so adamant the whole drive there and the whole drive back too. But he's like, "Yo, drink this pH water. You won't have to use the bathroom. We're gonna save time." I was like, "What? water, bro. Calm down." But no lie, bro. We drank hella bottles. It must have been a couple gallons, bro. And we just didn't have to use the bathroom. And I was like, "Bro, what is this? What is this water, bro?
What am I putting in my body?
Right.
What is this?"
The body actually absorbs all of it, man, and it doesn't waste anything. And I was like, I don't know, man. I feel like that's the way that's what water's supposed to do. Is
flush you out. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's what it was made for.
Right. But yeah.
So you don't. So I wonder if you sweat it out too. No.
You have to.
Hey, man.
I think
y'all gotta experiment one day. Just drink hella pH water
right before you work out.
See what happens.
Yeah. I'd try that.
Hey, you're right. So I was looking at your website, man. You know, I always want to look at something like do like some not background checks, but research. And I was reading your like the break it down, and it said I have to break it down and build it back up to see things different and give me that spark again. Like
in the blogs?
Yeah.
Oh, dope, dude. Thanks for reading it.
Always, man. I had to, dude. I had to, man. No, because that like the entire part right there where like November 16th of 21, that breaking down, I was just reading, I was like, yo, this is real good because from reading that, it just looks like, you know, you had a season before writing that. And coming out of that season, you really learned a lot, and where you had to, like, it lit a fire under you or something, right?
Yeah. That shoot, man, I can't really remember verbatim what I wrote, but yeah, that break it is like gotta break the mountains down into hills, waterfall fountains tomorrow to yesteryear. That was a little poetry stanza.
yeah.
But nah, man, there was so like during that time, bro, I was overwhelmed with hella stuff, man. So like my vision for the brand, my vision for my family, me and my brother, my parents, both my brothers and my parents, you know what I mean, is when COVID happened, everybody had to switch. I like everything that I had going on up in Portland. I was grateful enough to be working for like 2 companies that actually like gave a fuck about me. So I told them my situation. My parents had gotten to a car accident that summer of 2020. They got hit on by some people who had stolen the van, coming back from a doctor's appointment. And I was supposed to go back up to Portland and start working again that weekend. And I told my jobs, I was like, yo, I'm not trying to, bro, I can't leave my family right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's my dad already does like dialysis at home. It's called peritoneal dialysis. And he's getting older. You know what I mean? That weekend I sat down with my brothers. I was like, yo, bro, I got to come back home. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to go back up to Portland and hear the worst news. So yeah, got everything that I had going on in Portland, brought it back down to California. And that's when I wouldn't say it was a rock bottom, but that's when it was like a lane shift. I had to figure out the next move. I'm glad I had a lot of OGs that did put me up on game as far as what to do with your money, how to build a business. But that was like God telling me, like, hey, bro, you said you wanted time, you got it now. What you finna do with it? So,
yeah.
So like, so yeah, man, I'm really glad you read those blog posts, bro. I gotta be more consistent with it because, like, really, every blog post only happens when I'm like in the middle of something. You really catch me at like a raw point, like artistically, whenever I write those blogs. But yeah, man, it was I was overwhelmed by a lot of things, or I used to be, and now it's the way I deal with it is just breaking it down. You know what I mean? It's I have the vision in the back of my head, but like I'm dealing with what's in front of me. You know what I mean? You can only do what you can, and when you do what you can, just do the best you can, and then that's all you really can do. You know what I mean? That really yeah, I don't know. That's the idea that helps center me a lot. You know what I mean? Just
that's good, man.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Have a vision, but don't get overwhelmed by that vision. Overwhelmed by the dreams, thinking there's hella things you got to do to make it happen. Of course, there's hella things. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many variables that are outside of your control, bro. Like,
well, the thing is too is, you know, you come up with an idea, and most people, like, you know, that I don't even want to say the average, but I'm just saying, like, most people in your mind, like we kind of talked about it in our last session, in your mind, right? Like, you want everyone to see it the way you see it, right?
Man,
when you come with this idea,
yeah,
and you're just like, I want to put it out in the world. I want people to see it how I see it. I want people to see my vision. And then you're hoping that, like, just magically, like, you know, and that's where that whole saying, like, that whole you can't get rich quick, right? And that's your expectation. Like, you're hoping that it just pops off and whatever. But then that's where the whole word of mouth, networking, advertisement comes in. Like you have to put it out there for people to understand it.
Yeah, all the different
and the hardest thing is hoping that people can relate to what you're trying to push. You know what I mean?
I was, when you're talking about that, JC, is like I think it was early this week. I was looking through some of my old photos, right? And I was like, dang, if only I knew how to like execute this photo or this image, it may have done an impact to somebody, right? But like even like with Islander's View and Vasa, if I'm pronouncing that right, sorry, you're right. We have social media and word of mouth, right? That's gonna like push it out. Mm-hmm. And the other day I was thinking like, you have Mark Roth, who's a painter, you have Picasso, who's a painter, Jackson Pollock. All their work is hidden in the freaking attic, and only now is it being seen.
Yeah.
Exactly. Can you imagine what their frustrations were? Like, I know this is a masterpiece, but how can I get it out?
Yeah.
And it just it stays stuck in a basement, an attic. Mm-hmm. But we never know when our time is, that we're just gonna just skyrocket, So we have to keep pushing and pushing, hoping and praying that someone out there gets it.
That's good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, even the best of the best go through that, because if you think of Prince, right? Prince was as best as it gets. You know what I'm saying?
I love Prince.
But even himself, he had a bunch of work, a bunch of music that he never put out.
Yeah.
And and in his mind, it's like it wasn't good enough, but to us it's probably like the shit. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
Even the best of the best go through the same things. You know what I mean?
That's right.
It's a lot of pressure, man.
It is, man.
It is.
That's why they say.
Are you a photographer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say it, but I just want
to. He actually has a book signing soon. He has a book signing.
Published photographer.
Published photographer.
What? Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's years of hard work, and it's like coming through fruition, and it's just like your wardrobe.
It's like Johnny Depp in that movie Secret Window.
Hey, he was on it, right? No, man, it's like
that's his book, bro. That's his book.
That's hard, bro. That's dope.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey, yo, you see this quote right here?
Ooh, yeah, I saw it. Hey,
yes, hey, that part.
Hey, I like that shirt.
You have moved.
I couldn't read it because your big oversized head was blocking it.
Hey, I'm glad you
girls though.
I'm glad you pointed out the shirts, Irae. So with your shirts, do you do all the designs yourself, and also the printing and manufacturing of the shirts? Do you do it all on your own?
Yeah. So anything you see me with at a pop-up or market or even at that festival, man, I printed that here in the garage.
Really?
But, yeah. Anything you order from online, that's done through like the print on demand method. I don't know if y'all familiar with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're looking into it.
Oh yeah. So like what I use the website for is like a test. So like I'll put a new design out on social media, put it on IG, see how people respond to it on the website, see which ones people are looking at, see which ones people are ordering, and be like, I bet I'm gonna use my cash to have those on hand at the next event that I hit up. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
So
more profit.
Right.
More profit. Oh, that's smart.
It's like just to be more efficient, so I'm not wasting money on like shirts that nobody's feeling.
It's just gonna sit.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, because that's the worst part, bro. It's like, I like a lot of the I guess the business parts of like hustling. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like you're not trying to sit on work ever.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to make sure.
And that's going back to what we just said. What's that be?
Your grind motivates mine. Is that a short sleeve, Irae?
Yeah.
It's not on the website, homie. Is that a one-off?
Oh no, this is just some shirts. I think I only got the crew necks up on the website, right?
I'll take a look. Maybe I missed it.
Hey, go ahead and shout out your website real quick for everybody that's listening, man.
Oh man, it's VasaIslandApparel.com.
Yeah,
it's a long. I gotta spell it right. But you'll see that LevasaIslandApparel.com.
It's right there. It's right there on the top of the screen.
Oh yeah,
you can see that Levasa.
Yeah, man. That your grind motivates mine, man. That's a. I don't know.
I like that. Yeah.
I like when I thought of that, bro, but like that's a lot of my mentality lately, bro. It's like there's no jealousy, it's no envy with that.
I love how you do that, because like there is sometimes tendencies where people will hate on something because it's not happening to them. So their first reaction is to hate on it. Like, oh man, look this guy. But then I love the positivity you're putting in it by saying, you know what, your grind, it motivates mine. It pushes me to be better. And that's how it should be.
Right,
you know?
Exactly. We got to push each other, man.
I love that. Yeah, push each other. Don't be jealous. Don't be hating. Just congratulate and stimulate.
I noticed that. I noticed that with a lot of like owners and like entrepreneurs that someone else's grind is going to push yours because you want to succeed just like they're succeeding, but it's the ones that don't understand your grind that are just that are hating. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why whenever you're around creatives or you're around entrepreneurs, you're always wanting to learn from them, because either you're doing something right and they want to learn from you, or they're doing something right to where you can learn and you can feed the next person.
Yeah.
And that's when everyone else can prosper. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Well, I mean, going off of what you're saying, B, honestly, like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're a photographer, if you're doing apparel, if you're doing a podcast, right? It all takes creativity, right?
Yeah.
And that word right there is what connects us all.
Yeah.
You got to be creative in that realm. You know what I mean? And that's what, and that's where I can't. That's why as us, like, I mean, I know we're dipping in different sections of that as far as the Islanders View goes, because we're creating our own brand, we're doing a podcast, but even B, as you as a photographer, like you keep saying, like we're all creating something, you know, and the best thing about it is we got E right here. Yeah. He's creating something. He's creating his own clothing brand, but at the same time, it all means the same thing.
Yeah,
that's what's crazy. It's like it all ties together. Like we all have the same kind of vision, you know what I mean? But trying to create something different.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
You know, I know from church, there's that saying from church: "Iron sharpens iron," and you know, you just surround yourself with people who's going to make you better. And I think that it was a blessing for us to meet Irae, because he's going to make us better when we, as we progress with our brand, because we need to just surround ourselves with people like Irae, who's another iron just like us, so we can sharpen ourselves.
Yes, sir.
It's going to make us better, because we,
No, good look, Rico. Thank you so much, man.
Making them blush,
brother.
Bro.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Keep sharpening, brother.
Hey,
Irae, I want to ask you a question. How do you deal with gatekeepers in the clothing brand industry?
Oh man, so that definitely is the thing. There's a lot of people who don't want to like show you like the way they did it. They don't want to show you, hey, bro, hit up these wholesalers. That's how you do it. But I would say there's a lot more people that do help than don't. You know what I mean? Granted, the gatekeepers might be the people with all the money that you think will give you the best answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you kind of just got to keep reaching out. You know what I mean? Don't let that break it down, bro. Don't let that big no be the no that breaks you. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
For every one no, brother, there's been like 10 yeses, bro. For people who help me out, like, oh yeah, we wholesale from this spot. You can hit up this people. Just have your seller's permit ready. Let them know your information. Pull up on them. Bet. You know what I mean? Any game that I get, I'm trying to give as much game as I get. You know what I mean? Because I know what it's like to not know.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to be frustrated. That you have something in your head that you want to get down. You want to make it happen properly. And you know what I mean? Y'all some creators, bro. Y'all get it like when it's stuck in your head and you want to get it out and you want to translate it as you know what I mean, as perfect as it is in your head, you know what I mean. It's it's tough. But yeah, man, like as far as dealing with the gatekeepers, it's got to keep it moving. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let that one no be the no that gets me down. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
If you don't want to give me the game, if you don't want to give me the game, I'm gonna find another person who will. And
exactly. I mean, look at I'm going back to like all the greats, bro. Look at Sylvester Stallone. Look at his story. I don't know if you guys know his story, but before Rocky came out, like he wrote that he wanted to star in it, but nobody wanted to give it to him.
Yeah.
You know, until somebody said yes. He got denied so many times until somebody said
like
yes.
10 years or 10 different
and now he's like, I think he's like I want to say he's like top 5. I know he's in the top 10 of most successful actors as far as like financial goes, like being the richest actors. You know what I mean? And that's what's crazy. It's like, you know, people would say, oh, they said no, just forget it. Give up on your dream. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just don't give up, man.
Yeah, it says when someone tells you can't do it, what they're telling you is that you can't do it with them.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you saying no? I guess it's no for you. I'll find someone else who's gonna say yes. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, brother. Man, that's all it is, brother. It's that gatekeeper thing is real though, man. Because like, there's some people that like want to like, because lately I've been trying to research Alibaba, right, to figure out how to outsource apparel.
Yeah,
you know, I'm trying to reach out to some brands like, hey, which vendors are y'all using? They're like, buy our e-course. You know, like behind the paywall.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, even if it's like it's a course, they give you like a whole list of vendors, and they don't specify which ones are good for which apparel.
Yeah.
So it's just like a bunch of homework. Granted, those are shortcuts you actually got to put work in to learn more about. You know what I mean? But so everybody got a course now.
Yeah, everyone has a course. When you figure out when you're creating T-shirt or like your apparel, you're right. Are you sampling out for yourself to see like the material, or you just like, you know what material you want, so you know that that's the material you want to get? Or have you tried different like types of T-shirts, you know, like the heavy cotton, the square cuts, you know, like how's that process for you?
Man, so that's the first.
Go get an e-course.
Right. The first market event I hit was super funny, man, because it was out here in Modesto, and I only had sizes XL and up, right, like up to 5X. And that day I missed out on hella sales because hella people was like, "Do you have a large? Do you got a medium? You got a small?" And I was like, I really only made it for like
for real Samoans.
Yeah, bro, you know what I mean? Wasn't nobody asking for nothing smaller than the XL?
They're like, hey, I didn't make this for any Samoans drinking that Michelob Ultra.
Bro, yo, that was so funny, bro. But like, my first thought is like, all right, what could fit bigger people? You know what I mean? Because I got some cousins in Hawaii asking me for like 6XL tall.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, where do you get clothes, bro? Like, it's hard enough for me to find a 4X. What is going on?
I know. Burlington only goes up to 5X.
Wow.
Yeah, but so like, so that definitely is a thing. B, it's like I gotta look up, you know, brands. I got hit up as what kind of shirts do you like wearing? So, I don't like wearing like the heavy cotton. I was like, ooh, that's a 6XL shirt. That shit's gonna be heavy no matter what it's.
I don't care. I don't care if it's soft cotton. I don't care if it's dry fit.
You feel me? It's like, Brad, this is gonna be a heavy shirt. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a poncho.
It's gonna. Hey yo, it's gonna be dry heavy. That's all.
Right, Brad. And so, you know what I mean? It's like trying to figure out how to source from those vendors, right? So like, there's Shaka Wear that's really big amongst the big and tall people.
Okay.
It's Pro Club. Pro Club has different like tiers of their clothing as well.
You seen Nesian Built, right? Have you seen that brand? Nesian Built?
Yeah.
Where are they based out of? Are they based out of Cali?
Shoot, man, I don't even know. I see a lot of they be doing like fitness stuff, right?
Yeah. Well,
like
I mean now, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a bunch. There's a lot of Islander clothing lines. Yeah.
Yo, some people try to hit me up to make some leggings, and I was like, I for sure gotta outsource that. Like, what do I look like? I put out like a little demo. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm trying to design some leggings, and in my head, while I'm designing, I was like, man, how would I look? Wait, what? Why am I asking myself? I was like, wait, no. I gotta go ask a lady who makes this kind of clothing. What I look like making some leggings out here, bro? Leggings and sports bra.
Leggings.
I was like, bro, no, I gotta go.
You gotta branch out. You gotta learn it. You're like,
I can do one leg. I can do one leg.
You know what I mean? I was like, why was I for real trying to design some leggings on the Illustrator? Just like, but B, that's dope that you're a photographer, man. I went to. So I studied film and video over at Pacific University when I was in college. And so yeah, that's my background, man, as far as like editing and like film production and stuff. Granted, when I graduated, I feel like I should have just listened to my mom and stayed with like architecture.
No, tell us exactly what your mom said.
Right. Yeah, bro.
But hey, videos coming in like it's making money right now, bro.
Yeah, because you see, hey. Everybody's post on IG and Instagram ain't no like, it's not like a filter. It's like a movie theater. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Right, bro. So
what director did you use to just make this little film? You know what I mean?
Right. iPhone. Very second real.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. iPhone.
That's what I'm noticing now with the brand, man, is that like I'm it's a big full circle of me getting back to what I was into. You know what I mean? Like in college, as far as like photography and video. And just like creative writing in general, man, it's like I'm having to use all of my creative aspects just for the brand.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about the journey so far, man, is that like a lot of things that I was putting to the side because I was just, working some jobs up there in Portland, getting good money, you know what I mean? But I wasn't
happy.
No, I was around some dope people, you know what I mean? But I wasn't working towards anything. You feel me? Like, you ask me like, hey, who's like, what you finna do like next week? I'd be like, bet, bro, let's go get a bottle and you know what I mean, figure something out. You know what I mean? But now if you ask me that, it's like, man, I'm trying to figure out these designs, hit these events, learn how to do some better Facebook ad marketing, targeted shit like that. You know what I mean? It's like you know what I mean? And there's no knock to people that
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like I want to have fun, but it's like man, I keep thinking about all the money I wasted. You know what I mean? Like not doing something like active with my creativity. You feel me?
That's good.
Yeah.
So can we expect a La Vasa commercial to come out soon then?
Man, if you look on the IG, bro, one of my videos was a commercial for the Sasa shirt.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I made it with my Uso Doms, man.
We gotta check it out.
Dominic Tipili, man, he's from Alaska. He's a music artist, man. He's one of my good Usos, man. I was just with him down in Long Beach. My cousin, Jasmine Alu, she threw her own little music festival on April 16th.
Oh, nice.
And B, man, like you were saying about the Gatekeepers, man, that's all she was talking about as far as like trying to organize a little music festival down in Long Beach. There was like hella city people that wasn't messing with the vision because it wasn't. She didn't get like recommended by somebody like good old boy type recommendation.
Yeah.
Somebody new trying to get a venue, something like that, and I was like, damn, bro, you know what I mean? And she had to like switch gears the last couple of days before the event because the venue had canceled on it. So she within 48 hours, you know what I mean? She had to figure out a new venue, how to set up the vendors there, how to bring people there, and I got so much love and appreciation for her grind, man, because she made it happen.
Oh, nice.
So that event was dope, bro. I got put onto a lot of new artists, Islanders and other folks as well. You feel me? That are from Long Beach, and you know what I mean. It was dope, man. It was that to see somebody make it happen was just that's that kind of energy I'm trying to be around. You feel me?
Yeah. It's more that. It's like that with I learned through one person, like he was a gatekeeper, bro. for photography. I asked him a question through IG about like where this specific location was. I saw him. I saw him read it. He never responded like within a week, and I had the shoot coming up. I was like, all right, bet. So I'm over here like doing my own research, like where, like, okay, where's this at? Where's this at? Where's this landmark at? I found it. But what I do, I blocked him and I reported him.
Oh, nice.
But hey, you know, what would have been funny if you just like sent them like the Google Maps, like
found it.
Hey, bro, that's all you had to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? Post it. That's all you had to do. Now
Post it for everybody.
This is where it's at? Is this where you're at?
Right, like that's it. That's all you had to do, bro. Now you can't block
that's it. No, but I
share it with everybody.
I learned from that because like now whenever somebody is like, hey, where'd you take this photo at? Or hey, can I come on a shoot with you? I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Because I want to share the wealth. You know, I want someone to come up and be like, all right, B taught me this and I can become better at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no point in gatekeeping your art. Like, there's no point of it because no matter what, I'm going to find out. Yeah. Or I'll find out and I'll be better than you. So,
yeah, sooner or later.
Up? You know what I mean? Sooner or later. I'll be on that top tier looking down like, what's up, homie?
Yep.
Yeah.
You want
you're going to be asking me soon. You'll be asking me soon.
Yep. Right. And you're gonna be a gate opener, not a gatekeeper, right?
Like, Sesame Junior, open Sesame, let's go.
I got the key.
More like, I'm a gate opener.
You're gonna be the elevator dude.
Nah, man, B, man, I love that you said that, man, because like that's like a lot of the talks I have with a lot of my Usos up there in Portland, and you know, a lot of my folks out here in Modesto, California, man. It's you know what I mean, putting people on game, putting people in position, bro. That's what an actual OG is supposed to do. You feel me?
Yep.
Like, when you know better, you should do better. So I'm not finna spend my time not showing you how to do better or not letting you know better. You feel me? Like it ain't finna be for lack of knowledge or lack of knowing. You know what I mean? It's like you finna like make the mistake because you just didn't. You know what I mean? Like you. I'm trying to figure out the best way to say it. It's like let it be effort, or you know what I mean? Like let it be something else. But if it can't be that you didn't know now, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like I showed you the game, bro. Now it's up to you.
It's up to you to take it and run with it. But on a side note, Irae, while you were talking, I was looking at your Sasa shirt. Is that a damn hanger?
Oh, on the thing? Yeah, bro. It's all the stuff.
All the stuff, different things.
It's all the different things you get spanked with, bro. Where were you at? Where were you at? Like the first 30 minutes of this podcast?
No. Because I saw the slipper. I saw it, like the outline and everything, but I didn't look like closely to it.
Yeah, the constellation, right?
And then when hanger. And then JC like zoomed in on you, was like, "That's a damn hanger."
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That's what I was saying.
Belt.
All the stuff I used to get hit with as a children, you know.
Yeah, you gotta have like a part 2 for that shirt, and then people give you ideas of other things to put on there.
Yeah, that's bad. Hey, that's what everybody in Texas is doing. There's like, yo,
hey, Irae, did you say that commercial was on your IG?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna put it up, JC?
Wait, one of my very early posts.
Which one was it?
You should play it. Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the commercial. What?
What year was it?
Let me try to find the date.
But was it?
I'll check it out.
Was it recent or like?
Nah, man, it's one of my like super earlier posts.
Here, check it out. I'm gonna share the screen with you, and you tell me which one it is. Hold on. All right, here we go. Tell me which one it is, bro. Is it this one?
Oh, no. Keep going down.
Down?
Yep. Keep going. Keep going. Sorry.
Oh, here we go. We're looking for the commercial, everyone. We're all the way at the bottom, bro.
Oh, okay. Go up.
Right by the red shirt.
The one on the right. Wearing the Sasa shirt on the right.
Yeah, I got it. This one right here?
Yep. Hey, that's the Uso Dimes, man. He be making music, but I was like, oh, you hella funny.
Oh, here we go. We're watching the commercial of Vasa, the Sasa shirt.
Hello? Where are we going? Hey. Okay. Ooh.
Oh, that's pretty tight, man. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
You got drawstring bags too available?
Yeah, man. That was a bunch of the stuff that's like not necessarily I like that I highlight on social media. Yeah, those are a couple of things where in the different collections. Yeah. But that was so dumb, man. We just did that on my GoPro. That's really super fun.
Nice.
I definitely got to get more into like the photography and the video stuff for the brand. But like, I'm too busy either like redesigning stuff, printing the actual shirts, learning how to do marketing more effectively. Like it's a bunch of different hats, bro. I wish I had enough money to like delegate and pay somebody. But I don't.
Yeah, I hear you.
I gotta be the one doing the work. You feel me?
Speaking of hats, do you do hats too, or beanies?
Man, once I got a hat press, but I guess I gotta find a good connect for some trucker hats and figure out how to do that.
Yeah, I think that Sasa logo would be pretty cool on a trucker's hat.
I have a spot for you. Yeah. I have a spot for you, Irae.
What's that?
I have a spot for you, bro.
Oh, bet. My God, a gate opener. Let's go.
There you go. I'll share it with you, man.
Yeah. Nice. Hey, for real. That's what we do here, man. Like I said, that's what we do here at the Islanders View. We share the love, baby.
Yes, hey, man, thank you for taking out the commercial, bro. That was so funny, bro. That was
so hell yeah. Hey, everybody's got to know, man.
I got to do more, though.
And then that little guitar intro, that's the Samoan intro right there, guys.
Yeah.
Anytime that guitar intro starts, you'll see every Samoan jump up.
Hey, bro. JCB, y'all know kaulunga, right? Do y'all know what a kaulunga is?
Nah.
It's like when you see a girl dancing and the family's dancing around her, or a guy's dancing and the family's like throwing money around them.
Like at a wedding?
Weddings, birthdays, any kind of party.
Yeah. So it's like
bebop?
No, that's
different.
That's different, yeah.
Well, sure. It's like I guess the couple would say maiden in the village or whatever. So whenever like somebody's dancing, you know what I mean? Like it's like a family night at church. Somebody from the family dances for that family. Everybody throws the money in the circle. They pick up that money. It gets donated to the church, stuff like that. But that song is like the classic Kaulunga song, right? So whenever you hear that song, oh shoot, who's dancing for which family?
Who's dancing? You're up and you get all your dollar bills out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that song it gets everybody.
Man, you gotta let them pull up. You gotta let them pull up to a family night at your church.
Yeah.
All right.
How you spell it?
What's your
TAUALUGA.
Yeah, Junior. Well, we're hiding your culture, bro.
No, that's why I was gonna have my nephew on here, the one who does Anamua, so he can show you. He's the one that he does all the fashion for like the taulungas and the taupos. He does all that.
I gotta talk to your nephew, bro. What?
Yeah, he does that. Yeah, he's Anamua. If you look up Anamua, you know Tanel. Did you watch the Tanel when she had all her dress on and the
Anamua.co, right?
Yeah.
Oh, bet. Yep,
that's my nephew right there. Yeah. But yeah, and he come in, he can show you like he does all the outfits and all that for all of them. And Anamua, it means old time or long ago, like before, like way in the past. Anamua, yeah.
Yeah, like a long time ago.
Nice.
Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah.
In a galaxy far, far.
But yeah, I want to have my nephew on it, and he can break it down for you guys. So
that's hard, bro. Because yeah, man, that's one of my like next visions with the brand, bro. Is like right now it's like streetwear, right? I picked up a lot of game from Virgil Abloh, like
yeah.
Did you see? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, are you gonna mention that free game website that he put up?
Yes,
bro. What?
Yes.
How dope of a mark is that to leave on the world, bro? Like that's that. It goes back to what I was saying earlier. It can't be for not knowing. Now you know, bro. The game's out there.
He put it out there for everybody.
He left the whole website, bro. The opposite of a gatekeeper, bro. You feel me?
It's just like Elon Musk. Did you know that the entire circuit board for the Tesla is an open source?
What?
He doesn't keep that. It's like you can have it. You companies like Ford, GM, and all that, y'all can do it if you want to.
Yeah, he just wants cars to be electric. So
yeah.
stop killing the planet.
It's for everybody.
That's hard. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hey, how much of a flex is that though? He's like, hey, Ford. You know what I mean? He's like, look at all these other car companies. Like, look at everything that y'all keeping behind. You know what I mean? Keeping secret.
No, because hey, this is what he says.
It's not Ford. It's the oil companies.
Well, he's saying it's here, but like, good luck figuring it out. Like, do it yourself.
The oil,
basically, I'm not gonna tell you all my trials and tribulations.
Yeah, right. The oil companies are trying to keep it hidden because that's $1 billion industry right there. He said, "Oh, electric? Yeah. No, electric is not gonna happen. Every car still needs gas.
We need gas."
Yeah, man, that's the
oil barons.
Yeah, but like so yeah, Virgil Abloh, right? He gave out a lot of game. What I loved about the way he worked fashion, bro, was like he made that streetwear shit dope. Like those rich white people in the UK and overseas was rocking regular clothes that people was wearing in the hood in New York. You know what I mean? Like, bro, what? Like he got those people to come to the hood in the UK, people to come to the hood for fashion shows. You know what I mean? And it's like it's not necessarily like he was making poverty an aesthetic, but like it's not, and I don't want to say he brought them down to his level. It's not a bring down. He brought them up, like he leveled the playing field as far as
he basically brought streetwear to the forefront.
Right, and
he brought it back, like like streetwear was everywhere. What, early 90s?
Yeah,
it was on big fashion houses. But then, things started happening, and Virgil was like, "Nah, let's bring this back." You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
he put game out for everybody, and he left a legacy. He literally left free game for anyone who wants to create. Here it is.
Right?
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be because you don't know. It's gonna be because you didn't work hard enough at it. You feel me?
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
right.
The ball is in your court.
You didn't want to do it.
Yeah, right. So like now with the brand, like right now I got shirts, hoodies, crew necks, I got some joggers and some sweats, but like I see people like that Anamua Co. I see Tatal brand, Hawaii's finest. I mean I see all the siapo, the iakongas that we have in the culture, and like I want to see how I can make some like Calvin Klein type casual stuff, something that you would wear to church or something that you would wear interview. You know what I mean? Because right now it's just streetwear. Some shirts, it's cool. I love it. You know what I mean? I'm able to like produce it high volume, but I mean I legit got to sit down with people like your nephew Junior Anamua. You know what I mean? Makes that dope like higher end type clothing, because that's legit what I'm trying to get into now. But I mean I'm still perfecting where I'm at right now before I move on to the next step. But yeah, man, I think the term is called aspirational clothing. Something like Gucci or Louis Vuitton, but I ain't trying to be that bougie though. You know what I mean?
you know who
make like a bougie Faikanga, like
right,
Faikanga.
It's like $500. What?
I forgot the rapper's name. Oh, Lil Uzi, right?
Lil Uzi.
He wore a $2,400 shirt, and people were upset.
Well, He has a diamond on his forehead. So
yeah, but here's what he said. He said, "What do you say about people getting mad at you for wearing $2,400 shirt?" He goes, "They've never felt this fabric before."
The fabric.
Imagine, bro. Imagine that
fabric's the same fabric that a Hanes shirt probably got.
You know, I always said, like, if I ever got rich, I wouldn't spend that much money on certain things. But I only say that because I've never been rich. Now, I don't know. If I were rich, I might do it. If I don't know.
But imagine.
Money doesn't change you. Money doesn't change you. It just enhances what's already in you.
But look. The reason why you're right. The reason why I asked you. The reason why I asked you about your sampling, right, is because there was this thing. I forgot what festival it was, but there were several artists that had shirt and merchandise out in the festival, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're charging $150 to $200 a shirt. The shirt was made by Gildan.
The Walmart brand?
I mean, it's a heavy cotton brand. Walmart carries it, but you can buy it at wholesale. You know, you can buy wholesale for $8-9. At the same time, you're putting Coachella in the front, and people are spending $200 on the shirt.
Yo, the most highest end of shirt like fabric that Gildan has would be like Gildan soft style. That's just another tier, but like even that, that's at most one blank will be like $5.
Wow,
exactly.
What the? That's like a 200% profit increase.
Oh, yeah. But
it's
then
fact.
Just take Gildan off and put La Vasa on it and be like, bro, it's top tier. It's 6,000. It's 6,000 count thread.
Yep. It's made with a shredded whale's tooth.
Feel the softness on your skin.
Yeah.
You actually just got to know how to sell it.
It took 10,000 spiders to put this together.
There was kids in India taking silkworms and taking this.
Bro, so that's funny you said like what it's made out of, Brad, because before I was going to call it Le Vasa, shout out to my big show Timo, man. We was brainstorming one time in the office. But I was going to call it poly material because like that old boyfriend joke.
Yeah.
You know, oh, what's it made out of? Poly material. And I was like, it sounds so stupid now, brother, to think about it. But yeah, man, like this, I think about that every time. Whenever somebody brings it up, I'm like, man, I was really finna call it
that. You were really about to let me call it that.
Well, man, I keep looking at myself like, bro, what? You really thought that was a good idea, you right?
I'm glad you went. I'm glad you went with Vasa.
Yeah. That sounds good, dude.
That sounds good, bro. That's good.
I'm glad I didn't have no yes men around me. You know what I
mean? Right, exactly, man. Exactly.
Oh, bro, so that to some of my friends, they was like, "What?"
Polly.
Hey.
And like it was gonna be like an abbreviated material, so it's gonna be POLY MTRL. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Poly material. And then like one of my uncles was ready.
But that could also be like poly maternal.
One of my uncles was ready. He was like polymetro, bro. What are you trying to say? I was like, man, you know what? I don't know what I'm trying to say, man.
Where's all the vowels?
Scratch it off.
Yeah, let's go back to the drawing board, bro. Damn it.
Yeah. So let's do some of the ocean.
So did y'all always know that you're gonna call this podcast the Islanders View? Or like what kind of names? Like what was y'all drawing board looking like?
To be honest, man, let me see. I'm trying to remember back. I think the only thing I really
I don't remember the we had some different names, but I don't remember the names we came up with.
No,
man, I really wish I still had the book.
No, it was the Islanders View. The thing that was kind of like flashing in our heads was the logo.
Yeah.
So like, if you look at the logo now, it has a dude kicking back on a hammock, right? Or a person like laying on a hammock looking into the world, right? Kind of like the Islanders View. it looks like he's on an island or she's on an island looking at the world, right? So that's the whole idea.
Beat that, bro.
But before we had, because it was B and I at the beginning, and we're both from Guam, so naturally we're thinking Guam, right? So Guam has the Guam seal. So at first we were gonna actually make it like, remember B? It was gonna be like an eyeball. almost like the Illuminati eye, the all-seeing eye type of thing. So that and then the eyeball was actually like the globe.
Let me see. Do I still have the drawing?
I don't know. Do you still have our drafts?
Oh, B, you be doing graphic design or illustration?
No, we had somebody else. We're just feeding it to someone else to draw it out for us.
Idea books.
Yeah.
I don't know what other names we probably would have came up with though. Shout
out to Michelle, Sister Michelle.
Yes,
she's the one who designed our logo.
Thank you, Michelle,
for the Islanders View. Yep.
Oh, that's just dope, man.
No, the Islanders View was always in my mind.
That's what I'm saying. That was it. But I was like what other names could we have ever thought of? Because we never really thought of a name. It just was the Islanders View. How about one boto, two coconuts?
You know, I was actually thinking about that today. Like when
who's the boto?
What I was thinking? I was thinking about something else, another name. I was like, man, what else would I would have called this podcast? I forgot. I forgot what I was thinking. But no, like when I first thought about doing a podcast, it was because you always. So the whole purpose of this, like the reason why I thought of it, was like everyone else has a platform to talk about how they feel about things, right?
Right.
And us as Islanders, we only really talk about how we feel about politics or just world views, current events when we're doing a barbecue and we're drinking beers and we start talking about it. Like, how do you really feel about the president? Stuff like that.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
A lot of good conversations. Would be in the backyard. I wanted to create a platform.
I wanted to create a platform for us Islanders. Or you don't even have to be an Islander to be on here, but
anybody, yeah.
What I'm saying is like create a platform for us to like speak our minds, how we really feel about different things, and so that's why I called it the Islanders View, the Islanders View on different things in the world.
Yep. Wait, so are you saying that's a double entendre?
Yeah.
Let's go. That's a bar.
Yeah.
That's a bar.
Yeah, and it's like just like like every time there's a backyard barbecue or anything, all the conversations in the backyard, like
look at that,
like hidden gems in there. Yeah,
yeah, that's what we thought about doing it. I don't know if you can.
That's dope that you still have that, bro.
Yeah, see, bro. But like for me, I didn't want it to be because we're both from Guam. I didn't want it to be like a Guam thing. I want it to be about all Islanders because we're, unless you're the Rock, nobody cares what you think, or what you're feeling. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna interview you about how you feel about things.
If you're not black or you're not white,
but I do. I love the Rock. I'm not saying anything bad about him. I'm just saying he's the only one out there that's well known and people really care about what he says.
That's my uncle, bro.
I'm playing. He's my
I was about to say, hey, let's get him on the podcast.
Right,
we're related.
There is a relation.
But there is a picture though on your IG with the Rock. Somebody rocking your brand,
bro. That was my cousin John, the guy in the middle.
Yeah,
John Alcapo, bro. I do play the guitar like he sold his soul, but he gave his soul to the Lord. You feel me?
The Lord.
But yeah, man, like awesome. John's been out there. John's been out there with the music scene, bro. Heavy, bro. He went to school out in Kentucky, right? My big cousin John, and was like, so he knew how to play guitar in Samoa. He grew up in Waikoni, American Samoa, and what's dope is like he learned how to play guitar there, right? But he learned how to play the blues out in Kentucky. So that's when he got exposed to that music. So he brought that blues back to Hawaii, and now he played that. He's influenced by like those cultures. You know what I mean?
Nice,
and
yeah.
you know what I mean? And he grew up back in the day in the hood. So it's like you might see, like whenever y'all go to Hawaii, man, look up John Akapo, figure out where he's playing, and it's gonna be like a whole vibe. You know what I mean? Like he's the one playing live music at different restaurants.
Yeah.
At different hotels, different venues. But it's always a vibe wherever he's at, man. He's a real performer, man. And yeah, man,
nice.
he's been rocking with the wave, bro, since day one, bro. Always love and appreciate. I mean, Big Uso.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, look up John Akapo music, bro. You know what I mean? All streaming platforms. He got a little Island Blues album out, bro. It's pretty dope.
Oh, nice.
Island
check it out.
Huh?
Yeah, bro.
Check it out.
I do need to check that out. Yeah, you need to send me that. I need to check that out.
That's awesome. Definitely, bro. I'll send you all that.
That's
yeah,
awesome,
man. That's my big cousin, man. He was. I think he was playing music for when the Rock Stuntable was getting his bet up.
That's a tattoo.
Oh yeah, when he was getting his.
Thanks, Junior. Thanks.
No problem.
Thanks.
I'll translate for you, brothers.
he was getting his like the common the traditional Samoan tattoo that the men get.
Yeah.
The kneecap up to the hip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole like ceremony. Like
man.
You get like everybody's involved and all that. It's a big deal. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
so when you're getting yours, Junior?
Oh no, I'm past that part. I'm past that point. I'm still trying to get just one small tattoo, like right over here.
Hey, we can still have a big ceremony for that.
Yeah.
I'll be in the wolf pack, man.
Yeah, I'll put it up.
Hey, we'll do a whole podcast for it.
Yeah.
Hey, that'd be super funny if you was in a tattoo shop getting the tat.
I'm telling you, I think I should. We have this good friend of ours. His name's Vince Naputi, who does tattoos. And I was talking to him. I said, "Hey, man, I'm gonna get my first tattoo at the age of 47. I mean, 40. Well, I'm 48 now. At age 48, and then we should put it on the podcast. So you might see it soon. My first tattoo.
That would be funny as hell.
You know, it'd be crazy if you just left it up to the chat to pick your tat.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
let's go.
Let's do that. Let's do
I'll
that.
do it.
Let's post it. We're gonna post
Design
it.
My tattoo. My first
IG.
tattoo.
It's a chat.
Hey. Irae's gonna put the freaking salsa symbol on there, bro.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to put it on. I'm gonna have to put it on my ass. I'm gonna put it on my ass.
Yeah, dude.
That's where I got all the salsa from.
No, bro, make it a whole music video, bro.
Oh yeah.
That's funny, dude. That's awesome. Hey,
man, did you guys live on Guam?
Yeah, I was born and raised. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I lived when I was like 6.
I lived there for 4 years too. That's where I met my wife. Yeah, my
Dude,
dad was stationed there at the Air Force Base.
Man, so when I was out in Texas, that was like that was the first time I seen like a huge, a bigger population of Guam and Chamorro people other than the Bay Area out here. It's like a lot of folks like, yo, you got any more like Chamorro sayings or like Guam type designs? And I was like, dude, I got to get on that. You feel me? Like as far as like logo flips. But yeah, man. What is it? One of my Chamorro friends out here was telling me to ask about something called the latte stones.
The Lottie stones.
Yeah, what is that?
So pretty much what it is in what it means to us is more like a foundation, right? Because back in the day, in our elder days, right? So the latte stones were made for our foundation of our homes. So the reason why they're so elevated, if you look it up, they're like huge stones. I actually have a tattoo of it on my back, but they're like huge stones that lift your hut, like our huts, right? Or our homes up, so that if there ever floods on the island, it doesn't demolish our homes or our huts. So that's the reason why, for the elevation, why it's so high, and the reason why it's so heavy. But they're big ass stones made so that they hold our house up, and that's why it means a lot to us as far as the foundation of your family, the foundation of your people. You know, just it means a lot to us, and that's what that is. So the Laddie Stone, if anyone has that, if you put it on a T-shirt, means a lot to a lot of people, especially from Guam, from the Mariana Islands, Saipan, Rota, Tinian, all those islands.
Wait, so all those islands have Lottie stones?
So they're all the same people. So so the Mariana Islands is Guam, Saipan, Rota, Tinian, right? It's a chain of islands, just like kind of like Hawaii, right? In Hawaii, there's a chain of islands, right? So same thing with the Mariana Islands. It's a chain of islands, and then there's so Guam is one island, Saipan's in the other island, Rota's the other island, Tinian's the other island, right? And it's the chain of islands. It's the Mariana Islands. But the only reason why, so that's the reason why there's this big disconnect when it comes to the islands, because Guam became very important to the United States, right? So the United States used Guam as,
gas station,
pretty much for in World War II, right? Guam was used back in the day for war, for the United States as far as like wartime. So that's the reason why Guam kind of like has its own flag now, and that's why there's this whole big deal about. I mean, not so much anymore, but back when I was growing up, like it was very hard to like in Seattle when I moved to Washington, and I can't believe we're going down this road, but in Washington, I met a lot of my friends were from Saipan. And it was crazy because like we would talk about that, like the reason why people from Saipan looked at us different, why we looked at them different. It was all because if you go to Guam, almost everything you find in the United States, Guam is very Americanized. If I'm going to use the term Americanized, because you got a Hard Rock, you got a freaking Kmart. They had the biggest Kmart in the world, right? So. But then, and that's why they looked at us like that, like, oh man, you guys think you're better than us, type of thing. And growing up, I didn't know that until you actually do research and you find out what all this different stuff. But yeah, so those are all the different islands, but we're all the same people.
That's okay. So, all those people in that chain of islands, they would be considered Chamorro or Chamorro.
Yeah. Well, it's Chamorro, right? There's Chamorros, but then also in those islands there's Carolinians. There's different types of people like that throughout time. Like when you're looking at the past and the different types of, especially the Micronesians, Polynesians, throughout the whole Pacific Ocean, like all the migrations,
right?
Like, they all came to different islands. So like, yeah. So that's why especially in Saipan, there's the Carolinians and there's Chamorro. So you can either speak Chamorro or you can even speak Carolinian. I had a friend that I met in Seattle that actually knew how to speak both.
Damn.
And it was pretty interesting, especially like learning that, you know what I mean? Like growing up on Guam, no one's teaching you that. No one's telling you that, like, oh, we know that there's Saipan, there's Guam, there's Rota, there's Tinian. We know that, but we just don't know the differences. You know what I mean? No one's teaching you the differences.
So do you identify as like, so is Guamanian an actual term, or do you say you're Chamorro?
So, and that's the thing. So, like,
sorry if that sounds ignorant.
No, you're good. You're good.
It's a great question. It's a great question. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, for us, right? So, Chamorro is the native term, right? If I'm born and raised and my parents are from Guam, I'm Chamorro, right?
It's like blood.
But like let's say Junior Samoan, right? 100% Samoan. But if he's born and raised on Guam, he was born there, he was raised there, he's not Chamorro because he's Samoan, but you can call him Guamanian because he was born and raised there.
It's like people calling Elon Musk African American.
If he was born and raised there, I guess.
South Africa.
Right.
Yeah.
Ah.
So yeah, so like, yeah, so that's the difference. So like, not being Chamorro, not being a native. Yeah, technically.
You want to put it that way.
It's like Charlize Theron.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Charlize Theron.
Yeah, so that's how that is. Yeah, I mean, I get that a lot. You know, a lot of military people ask me that.
Oh man,
like,
thank you for bringing that down for me, man.
No, that's a great question. That's a good question to bring up there because that's a very big misconception about like Chamorros and Guamanians. Like they think that they're the same. There's like, oh, Guamanians are Chamorros. You know,
they're like,
no, Chamorro will be like, hell no, I'm not a Guamanian.
Hey, yo, my neighbor. I was so blessed to live next to a Samoan family, man. Mahuso Mika Afo, and his wife Tiare. But their good friend was named Bertina, and her husband Tommy was in the military. But yo, she would always make hella Chamorro food and like hella desserts, and like she would always have hella people over, like dinner parties and shit. And like I love going there like before work or whatever. You know what I mean? It looked so bad on my part because I would just come in for like 5-10 minutes, get hella food. Hey, what's up, everybody? And then dip. You know what I mean? Like, cause I had to go to work.
Gotta go to work.
Yeah, like I always feel bad because I was just like, dude, hey, Bertina, I wish I could stay. Damn it, shoot. But dude, like that, she was the one who introduced me to all the Chamorro food, like the red rice and the chicken kelaguen. That hella fire, right? I was like, hella fire. Actually, was that, bro? That's what hella good, man. Like, I man, yeah. She's the one who exposed me to the culture and the, you know, like the culture, the language, and the food. And I was like, damn, that's so dope. You know what I mean? Like, because that's one part of South Pacific I'm for sure not familiar with at all. You know what I mean? Like, there'd be some women out here saying like, "Oh, I'm half Guamanian," and I'm like, "Okay," like.
All right, what does that mean to me?
Right.
Yeah.
What is it?
That's a good.
Now I'm confused. I'm super confused.
Right. So let me find out you grew up down the street, have no like ethnic relation at all, bro.
That's a good market to tap in now. You know, that's a good market to tap into. So get some Chamorro shirts. Chelu.
Oh, yeah, man.
If you put like Chelu is what they say brother in
yeah,
Chamorro.
Chelu's like brother, like
So that's what we should have called her. We could have called ourselves Cheluso. That's what we could have called ourselves. The Chelusos.
Hey, that's hard, man. So like, as far as all these design goes, right? Like these are all like logo flips of already established logos, right?
Yeah.
So like NASA, this Polynesian one, it's Champion. You know what I mean? I just flipped it, turned it into a P.
Yeah.
The only one I don't even print it, but like the only one like I'm hella proud of, bro, is the design I got. It's called "It's All Love," but it has all the different South Pacific languages for the word love.
Oh, nice! That's the one.
So Fijian was Lomani. Chamorro was, I believe, it's pronounced Guaiza, right?
Yeah.
It looks like Gaia, right? But then it has like.
So I love you is Iguaizahau. Yeah, so Guaiza.
Oh, okay. Yep. So it had that word, and it had Aroha for New Zealand, Aloha for Hawaii, Alofa for Samoa.
Nice.
And Ofa for Tonga. And Here for Tahiti.
Here.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite designs. It's
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, you know me because it has all those words and it's all love. But the reason it didn't pop amongst
it's like, all love. It's right, all love.
And like the reason like a lot of women like the shirt, right? Because it's a big old heart with some tribal in it. It's like red, yellow, green coloring letters. But I showed that to a lot of the boys in my family, and they was like, "Oh, that's cool." I mean, I wouldn't wear it, but that's dope. I mean, it's like a big old heart. You know what I mean? It was like
that's cool. That's cool, Oos. I love it. I love it.
Right. So
but I won't wear it.
Right. So I for sure got to figure out a different way to revamp that design.
Nice.
A more masculine feel somehow.
You got to make the heart look like a booty.
Turn it upside down, bro.
Turn it upside down. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, and then you got to get like all the all the what do you call it? Islander words for ass. And then you get the brothers were that. So you get Samoan okole. I mean Hawaiian okole.
That's funny. Dude.
Samoan muli.
The Islanders View late night edition. Let's go.
The late night edition.
Red light district in the Islanders View.
How do you say? How do you say ass in Chamorro?
Oh, just drew a blank right now.
Google. Siri.
Yeah.
Siri, like,
I'm almost
I know you're watching. Sure. What is it?
I'm sure I said that shit before. Oh yeah, dog. Yeah, dog.
Doggin.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm sure you said.
I like just drew a blank. Like,
even I knew that too. Sorry.
Sorry, Siri.
Sorry, Siri. I got it. Doggin.
Yo, man, that's so dope, man. I love. Like, thank you for breaking it down, bro. I love learning more about the South Pacific, bro. That's definitely.
Yeah, I mean, you know what we need to do though. I mean, we don't have time to do it tonight, but we do need to break down, like, because I want to learn more about like why there's so much disconnect with the Tongans and the Samoans. You know what I mean? Like, I want to know that history,
man.
Because to be honest, like when I was living in Seattle, all I did was hang out with Samoans and Tongans. Like,
yeah,
that was the most good. I was around.
It was our parents who had it bad.
Right? Did you hang out with them exclusively, or was y'all all together?
No, like exclusively. Yeah. So like, actually, when I used to bounce in, because that's why it's funny that you bring up bouncing and security when you're in Cali, because that's what I did when I was in Washington. I was
doing bouncing.
I was part of that bouncing, but also like promoting clubs. But that's how I met a lot of the Samoans. Yeah, Samoans and Tongans. We know where he's going, so Junior went blank, so he's going to the restroom. Or he doesn't want anything to do with this conversation.
Yo, so what's your craziest bouncer story, man?
Well, I was really in the clubs promoting when I was in Washington, but I hung around with a lot of the Samoan bouncers.
Right, so there had to be some crazy shit that went down.
So there was the craziest one was we were in Tacoma, Washington, and the Samoans from and it wasn't even a Tongan Samoan thing. It was just all Samoans. It was Samoans came from Seattle, and they came down to a club down in Tacoma, and the Samoans from Seattle and Tacoma like went freaking head to head, and it was like crazy, dude, in the streets. Like I couldn't even walk. Like I was walking throughout the streets, and they were doing their thing. Everybody's going at it, but they look at me and they're like, he's not someone, because I'm fucking tiny, dude. Like I'm like 5'6". You know what I mean? Like I don't think he's someone. So nobody messed with me. So I was just like watching and then all the cops come, and it's just what's funny is what. The funniest thing is like watching the cops, because the cops don't know what to do. They're like, these guys are too big. You know what I mean? They're like, all right, we need backup. We need backup over here too. And we need backup over here. It's like, bro.
Hey, fuck around.
There's just not enough. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, man, it was crazy.
Yeah, man. That was like, it for sure gotta be some more people involved with them kind of politics, man. But that race war shit was granted. I don't know if y'all know the Samoan rapper Drew Deasy and Cam.
No.
They I don't necessarily know if they started it, but like what they made big out here in Northern California, and California in general, they're still trying to push out is that the Toko Uso movement, right? So like Toko means brother in Tongan, Uso means brother in Samoan, and so like. It's
say it again in Tongan.
Toko.
Say it one more time.
Toko. It's like you pronounce the T as a D.
Toko.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, shout out to my Tongan homies, bro. I don't want to butcher their language, you feel me? But it's they started that movement, bro, and so like because they saw that like they saw all the stuff that happened between gangs and like in the race, And so it's like, nah, bro, we won. Let's get this money together. Like, why are we being our enemy? You feel me? So they started that. So they started that Toko Uso movement, man. Like, shoot, I might have to see what's up if they could, y'all can get them on a podcast or something, bro. But like,
hell yeah,
they really put that movement up, man. And like, so I grew up like, I think I started back 2010, 2011, and so like, growing up in high school, I was aware of the beef. You know what I mean? Granted, I was never hostile towards anybody else. You feel me? Like, if they wanted to take it there, we can take it there. But like, you feel me? I'll match the energy, but you feel me? But it's but nah, man. Like that Toko Uso movement was strong, and like that's why I really appreciated being up there in Portland, man. Is I worked with a lot of Tongans, a lot of Hawaiians, a lot of different islanders. You know what I mean? It wasn't just Samoan people, and you know what I mean? Like whenever we did get some people that were affiliated that would come to the clubs, sometimes you know what I mean? They would trip out like, oh, you cool with the Tongans? Like, yeah, bro, that's my folks. Yeah. I don't know you.
Yeah. Who are you to ask me?
Right, like, why are you tripping about it, bro? That definitely happens, man. But as far as like why that happens or why it's still active is, man, I don't know. It's
just from the past. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff from our forefathers that happened in the past. So
yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah, like I know with my dad, he used to tell me stories about when he was in the bars when he was young, and they would get into it with Tongans. But I think come to our generation, it just kind of cooled down. Like we just realized that it's not we, but a lot of people just realize that why we keep doing this. Like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it has nothing.
And it's funny, like it's funny. I worked at Walmart, and there's this other guy. His name was Seni, and he's Tongan, and everybody kept getting us confused. Like they would either call me Seni or they would call him Junior. And even when my wife, who I'm with right now, like remember MySpace?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So MySpace, right? They had, how you have your pictures, your top 5 friends, right? So he's like one of my top 5 friends and has his profile picture with his wife on there. And she looks at the picture and she's getting mad at me, like, who's that girl hugging on you? And I'm like, that's my friend Seni. He's Tongan. You can't tell us apart.
Wow.
But I should get with my friend Seni, see if you want to come on as a guest, and then you guys can see if there's a
for real. Like, that's a topic that we could put on there, man. We could.
Yo, hey, JC, bro, that's legit, and like that's legit a conversation that needs to happen. Like, it's like not just with the race relations, right? At least between the Samoans and Tongans and why that ever happened, but like I like the whole culture with the younger islanders in general. You feel me? Because there are
100%, because like I said earlier, we have that in our culture as well. We have that with the people from Saipan, the people from Rota. Like, unless you meet and then you're like, bro, fuck, like unless you both understand, like we don't care about that, then you guys are cool. Then it's cool. But there's still those people that don't care for wherever you're from in the island realm. So.
When I was a kid, I know I was told that the reason why there's a big enmity between us is because Tongans used to enslave Samoans, like Samoans were the slaves of Tongans. That's what I was told. And then there's a big uprising where when the Samoans had an uprising, and I think they chopped off the head of the Tongan king and then gained their freedom or something like that. That's a story I heard when I was a kid.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, it was a bunch of different islands. But it was Wild Wild West before there was a Wild Wild West out there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like,
yeah, exactly.
Like literal nations, bro, could travel through like those outriggers and those sailboats. You feel me? Like, if they was able to get their people there, bro, they was fucking up anybody they could when they got there, bro. Like,
grab the boats.
We out here, bro. But man,
we'll see.
I used to tease my wife that Chamorros are actually from Samoans. So they came, there's some Samoans who left and they discovered the Guam, islands over here. They settled the islands over here. Because you look at Chief Kapua, he was like 6'6", right? He was a big guy, but then Chamorros nowadays are shorter because they got the Spanish blood in them.
Damn.
Yep, exactly.
Damn.
But for real, hey, to be honest, like we can go down this road for
all
another
night,
2
all
hours,
night.
man.
For real,
But
bro.
for real, this we need to put this on a topic though.
Yeah.
Put it on the SESH, put it on a topic, and we talk about it all night. But we got to get more people on so we can get more views. You know what I mean? On the Islanders view.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have a round table.
Speaking of, I know we've been talking about a lot of disconnect with the islands, but with our brother that came up with Vasa, right? Am I saying that right?
Yes, sir.
Irae? What does that mean again? Go ahead and tell all our listeners and viewers what that means.
Oh man, Vasa means the wide ocean, man. The wide ocean that our ancestors navigated and reached all islands with, bro. That's all I'm trying to do with the brand. To reach all the islands, represent all the island languages, cultures, accurately and responsibly.
Exactly. Love it. I love it.
Exactly. See, so like we talked about all the island, like how islands were disconnecting, but with this brand, he wants to bring it together, right, with the ocean.
Yeah.
Hey, so awesome. I don't know who said this, but I heard it somewhere. It was like the ocean was never a barrier, but it was a bridge.
Nice.
That's a bar.
That's a bar.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's
I like
wild.
And you know, Jay,
should I put that on a shirt, bro?
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's awesome. And I know JC has a brand too, right? Do you still have that brand with you, JC?
Oh, well, I'm thinking about making it a brand. We'll see what happens with it.
All right.
I can do a lot of things with it.
We'll do it off
a lot of things with it.
Off the what do you call it, cost, so nobody tries to steal it before he makes it a brand.
Yo, man, hey, that's also another thing, bro. Like with the brand, is like trademarking, copyright, intellectual property.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I know y'all gonna have to deal with that. You know what I mean? Or y'all probably already dealt with it. Got it trademarked, everything. You know what I mean? But
yes, sir.
What's
up, X? What's up, man? Thanks for joining the show, brother.
Hey. But yeah, that's definitely something I'm figuring out this year, man. Whenever I get that little tax refund back, I'm filing for trademark.
Exactly, man. Hey, but hey, Irae, go ahead and shout out where people can find you, where they can follow you. Where's your next gig, bro? What's the next big thing for Vasa Island Apparel, bro?
Definitely, man. You can find me on Facebook at Vasa Island Apparel, IG at LE_VASA. You can hit the website at levasaislandapparel.com. As far as the next event goes, it's going to be out in Hayward, out here in the Bay Area, East Bay. That's going to be for that Hawaii May Day Festival on May 7th.
Oh, nice.
Everybody pull up, bro. It's a free event. There's going to be live music there. Hella good ass food vendors, bro. Just pull up, bro. It's a free event. It's gonna be a street fair. There's no parking though, so y'all gonna have to figure that out.
You got an Uber in.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, man, that's gonna be the next event out in the Bay. But yeah, I'm steady. I'm trying to get back to Texas though. You feel me? Like I gotta get back out there.
You're always welcome home, bro. Now we got connections. Now we connected. Now we connected, brother.
Yeah.
Now we connected.
We connected in the ocean.
The ocean is a bridge. The ocean is a bridge.
Hey, man. But hey, to all listeners and viewers, that was session number 58 with our brother, the creator of Vasa.
Yes. Thank you, Irae.
Yeah, Irae.
Appreciate you.
Hey, bro. Thanks for joining us for session number 58. If you guys are new to the show again, please. Hey, cheers one more time, bro. Cheers one more time. Session
and everybody
was good.
If you're not doing anything on Sunday, check us out at if you're not doing anything Sunday, check us out over there at what do you call it? LNL. Joe Guam.
Joe Guam's gonna be there. Shout out to my brother Joe Guam.
Yes.
He'll be there performing. It's gonna be live.
We're gonna go live. JC's gonna go live, so check us out.
You know it. Hey, check us out.
Some good music.
Shout out
right
to
there.
LNL,
there's the LNL brand right there.
LNL, look at that, love and light. Yeah. Hey.
There you go.
Hey, but again, bro, Irae, thanks for joining us. Everybody follow him on Instagram, Facebook. Just keep in touch with him. He's doing his thing with Vasa Island Apparel. Yeah, support You guys want to show your boys some support for the Islanders View? All you got to do is subscribe to the channel. Yep.
You need that one, bro.
Motivates mine. We all need that one.
We all need that.
The whole world needs that one.
Hey, send me the sizes and the address, Billy.
Got it.
Hey, but thank you guys for joining us. Again, this is SESH number 58. We are out until SESH number 59. We had a good-ass time. Thank you guys for watching and listening. One love and God bless. We're out. Peace. Woo. Chalofa. Woo.
Chalofa, bro.
Hey.
Hey, where do you think you're going? You haven't left our minds yet. Again, thanks for watching and listening. And like we say on the islands, the first time you're a guest in our home, and after that, you're family. So welcome to the family. One love and God bless. Peace.